Yes, on Facebook we are live.
And we're streaming as well, so it's right. Okay, I can actually see us on YouTube as well, so we're all good. We're all good. Right, everyone. You see Richard is hard at work. I'm Mark. We're both working on our Christmas present for our mom. This is episode 7. So it's been a few weeks where twice a week we tried together with you to get from nothing to a finished quilt.
We're episode 8.
Are we episode 8? We are actually episode 8. Because actually on the stream I see episode 7. That's why I'm confusing myself. What we've done before is, first of all, realizing there's a time pressure element arising. So what we've done is we've taken all the comments that we saw, and it was just brilliant. There were so many. Somebody even sent us a little video saying, right, this is how you should do this. It was really good. So people were awesome. So you are great, because it's thanks to you this is going to work.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
Because it gave us the confidence to proceed with the actual quilting. It's not finished yet, but I've done the last little bits on the side. We've done have not had their binding stitches yet, their quilting stitches yet. But on the sides, you can see the same pattern as what we have on the front now repeating itself. So we think we're good on that. So that's what we've done. And then it was confirmed to us that indeed at this stage you could cut the size and the sides. So we've now actually come back to the actual size of what we hope the finished quilt will look like, even though we still have to put this on. And maybe, Richard, you can tell us what we distilled that the next step now should be.
Almost done, Mark. Just 1 second. Then I can.
I'll take these out. We're probably not going to need those arms.
Well, I think all ironing is done, so we can just remove the quilting, the pressing mat as well. So. That we're good here. So yeah, next step is the last step, I guess. It's the binding of the quilt. It looks nice now. I really like the view now. It already looks
like a quilt. It does look like a quilt,
and it almost looks finished as well. But I guess after putting on this, it will be even better. But we're going to put on. The binding, and we're going to do that in 2 steps. The first step is going to be with the machine.
So what we're going to do is we'll explain now what the 2 steps are, distilled from the comments. This is your chance to now still say, oh guys, if you just say 2 steps, there's actually step 2.5, or between 1 and 2 do this. So tell us if we should adapt a little, okay? But Richard is now going to explain what we will do unless you stop us.
Yes. Good idea. Good idea to put it like that, because that's always the fact. And maybe just saying hi to everybody tuning in. We got Deborah again, Marjorie from California. Good early morning for you. We got April looking. We got Shirley. I think it's really cool that they are doing this together. You don't see this every day. Good job, guys. You don't see. We also don't do this every day. So,
no, but that you would have in your life. No. And now we learn to get to know each other slightly in a different way, which is great. It's just nice. So fun.
Okay, right. You just continue. I think you want to put it on the black thread, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, so for the binding, two steps. One is with the machine. The second one is going to be by hand. So on the front, we got this strip. It's a 2-inch strip. Most tips were 2.5 inch, but we didn't have that, so we're going to do this with 2 inch.
This is all we have. This is all we have.
This is all we have. We're gonna put this on the front. We're gonna stitch this on. We're gonna leave this bit, the 10 inches, maybe 6 inches open. Then we're gonna start. We're gonna put this nicely together. We're gonna sew this with 1/4 inch foot. Also, maybe put on the 1/4 inch foot as well.
That's true. Don't we need this anymore?
Oh, maybe
it's bulky anyway. It's the same problem otherwise.
So we're gonna stitch it on. We're gonna go all around in the corners. We're going to do this, I guess. We're gonna fold.
No guessing, Richard.
I'm failing to remember how we're going to do this, Mark. I guess it's this. We're gonna fold it up like this, and then
somebody post a picture of a lighted corner for us, please.
And this is going to be sewn on. Yeah, that's
going. See, actually, is it
going to be it? Something like that. We're going to went all around.
Shall I zoom in a little so that?
Oh yeah, maybe they can.
Yeah.
We got Lynette from New Orleans. Hi, Lynette. Christine, good morning as well. You've been here all along. You have to cut the binding at an angle, turn under twice, iron, then baste the first couple inches, then start sewing onto quilt. Oh wow. You have to cut the binding at an angle, turn under twice, then baste the first couple inches, then start sewing onto quilt. Don't quite understand this yet, but it's zoomed in on this, Mark?
It is. Your face is about up to here, I think. So my shoulder may be in the picture.
Okay, so for the corners, I think we're going to do this. We're going to go until just before this, then we're going off in an angle, and then we can fold this upwards like this, and then downwards like this, and then we're gonna continue with a 1/4 inch that way. And then we've made the corner on the first side. That's not the mitered corner yet. That's going to be on the other side, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
With all my experience, with all the quilts I've binded before, I think that's pretty obvious.
I like your confidence. I really like your confidence.
And then we go around, and then at the end, we heard this really nice tip. We got a video of it, so you're going to see this maybe at the end of this video, and otherwise it's going to be Wednesday when we're going to be live again at the same time. I'm going to put the camera on Mark again, because he's doing this really specific thing he really likes a lot. It's threading the machine.
Yeah. I got a whole lot more experience now, and that is absolutely true.
And look at how nicely threaded that machine is.
Is that what you said, or did you just read somebody saying that? I wish somebody else said that.
Okay.
And indeed, that comment by Deborah, that sounds so next level.
That's about your threading, I figured.
Yeah. So I hope the machine is now.
I got some clips here. So we're going to clip this on at the beginning.
Shall I before?
Yeah, always.
Should do a little test.
Always, Mark, always.
We'll just see what happens. Alright, that seemed to work. You know, the first times we did this, there was always a massive problem straight after. So why is it 3 text? Okay, There was just one that had been sucked in by the machine, but we're saved.
The thread eating machine.
Thread eating machine, yeah. And yesterday, I learned to, because what I'm doing now is I'm holding my hand under the needle whilst I pass on the thread. But yesterday I scared myself really badly because whilst I was doing that with my foot, I was taking the pedal back and it pushed it a little and the needle came down a little, but not far enough to actually penetrate my hand. So, not doing that again. Okay. All right, so what do I do?
So you leave this and you start
There.
there. And from the direction of the sun, you start here and we'll move that way.
Did you see that last time when I tried and succeeded to pull the quilt towards me? So, and this is everything we got from the sides, by the way.
You got an interesting definition of succeeding.
I think he's just a bit jealous.
I'll put that here.
That's a technique, isn't it? It's just perfect quilting technique.
I'll just zoom in because I guess everybody is going to want to see this happen.
And I'll just play this. Just how do I know how much a quarter inch is? There's a mark on the
walking foot.
On the walking foot there is a mark, but that is in the middle of the walking foot, which is definitely more.
Let's measure.
Oh well, what a good idea. The little measuring thing. That is a handy little thing. If I could only. Right, so this is hopefully, well, that's a quarter inch. So, well, I guess that mark on the middle of the foot in red is exactly the width of this, which is a quarter inch. So,
perfect.
Am I the only one who always thinks of Texas when they see that? No, anyway, I can't think. What do you think? And it makes perfect sense because the batting came from Texas. So there you go. Anyways, enough of this.
You're at the mark?
I think I did that actually.
That's not right. It's out. It's out.
Is it out? Let's see.
Yeah.
Should that be through the needle or? Right, let's do that again. Okay, we are hoping to be all the way around this our quilt by the end of the 30 minutes. So it's because this doesn't roll very well. Maybe I should put it. Should I have this horizontally?
Yes, that's what we've done before at least.
And maybe something about the threading is when something happened. I always said retread completely.
We've learned that from the past.
So Richard, just watch as well. Is it? I'm gonna put it right. So we go here.
Yes.
And then that hole under that, down, up, following the arrows, down again.
Yeah.
Around that.
Yeah. And then
through the needle. Okay, cool. So that should work. And then when I'm done, I'm going to place it horizontally again.
Deborah says she likes this little ruler. We call it a measuring gauge, and it's
gauge. Measuring gauge. Yeah.
Gauge.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've always pronounced that wrong there. Anyway, it's on our website. Measuring gauge. It is.
Okay. So hopefully this is now going to work.
And just to finish my binding story, at the end when we finished the front, we're going to move to the back, we're going to turn it around, and we're going to hand stitch that. So the last life we are going to have is going to be us hand stitching. It's going to be something completely different, and it will not be the machine's fault if anything goes wrong. And is it okay?
Yeah, it just it felt stuck. But
This is just making sure that
it's pretty hard
to keep the distance.
yeah to not go closer and closer to the edge.
Yeah. But it's never going to be visible, so it's not.
But still, it's gonna show whether it's parallel with.
Try to line it up nicely.
So I'll try to feed it so that it's at least, hopefully, at the same distance all the time. These clips make it.
Put a cap on it. If you put it horizontally, and where's the cap? Yeah, just
Do we have a cap?
This again?
Is this a cap?
Yeah, but that's the big one. You got a small one, and I removed it just before we went live. Here it is. It's lying here. Like that.
See? Thank you very much,
Deborah.
So I'm going to get to a corner. So you got a plan for the corner, right?
I do.
So we'll swap seats when we get to the corner.
I'm on lead for the first corner. Nice and slowly, Mark. Don't get too confident.
Are you getting nervous because you're coming
I am. I actually am.
So I go all the way through.
You need to go until a quarter inch of the edge.
Right, shall we get rid of that last pasting? Now, I've actually not checked how to do a mitered corner, so could you demonstrate, please?
With my infinite experience and self-confidence, I will show you.
And now you can also wear this. So it's your turn now.
Okay.
There we go.
So at the end, we also need to keep a quarter inch. So that's that line on the walking foot.
It's really cool that people keep an
I
eye
know
on this.
it's from the needle. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so
stop!
we need to
Stop a quarter inch from the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm measuring out, and it's that red line. So I'm going to go
Until that first red line hits the side.
hits the side.
Okay.
So here we go.
This is really exciting. Is it still zooming in?
You can see how much it's zoomed in. If you want
Yeah.
to change that, just
Yeah.
let it run. How do you keep a hold of it? Look. So we're not quite there yet.
But very close.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And then we move up, needle down, we move up and we turn this so that we go to the corner. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but
And we stitch off, and I do think our stitch length is too high because it was just one big stitch that went up. So now,
because it's a bit jumbled now. So can we stop and restart now?
I think so. Probably we should
So-
have stitch that or something.
Should we have gone back and forth to fix that or so?
Yeah,
Or?
for the next corner that's interesting. And now we want to fold it this way.
Is that true? Check your bottom threads. Looks like it isn't sewing.
It is. Oh, it's looking. Ooh, the bottom thread. What's happening?
There's, shall we show this? But I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's a lot of bottom thread that has come through. Has this happened from the beginning? Yes. After about, no, as from the beginning, we had way too much bottom thread. It's not a
I
disaster.
guess it's the top thread that comes through and stays there too much.
Yeah, because that's the bottom one, and then, okay.
Let's just do a piece.
Yeah.
To test.
And this is something I've come to love.
You see it's happening. You see it's, retrying.
Okay, but you can already check what that looked like.
Yeah, well, I've seen it happen.
Okay, but let's show everyone.
Oh,
It was fine. It was fine at the bottom. It's just at the top end, the your thread at the top just was lying down and was picked up again. But this is not as bad as what we had earlier. Is this? Are we the only ones having that to us? I can't even speak anymore. the suspense is killing me. I was binding the quilt. I've used this so many times. I totally love it. When we do find
it's quilting the quilts.
Quilting the quilts, and still not talking the talk. When we eventually we've not found one which has a great cap and which is up to our standard yet. But this one already I like very much. So we'll keep trying to find one for you.
I love it.
Stop and cut the thread, then fold up and down. Stop and cut the thread, then fold up and down.
Yes. Why am I always putting this next to the needle?
Let's cut it again. Let's give you a fine
Oh,
edge,
yeah.
because that was the problem. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
you.
you did.
It wasn't
you.
you.
Quite cut it well, Mark.
Shall I do it? Shall I do it? Happens all the time, says Lisa. You can usually hear the difference when it isn't catching right if you listen as you stitch. Probably if you do this a lot, you start hearing when it's right. But for us, well, at least for me. Right. Shall I?
Try this again first. A lot of layers.
A Ferrari.
Look at that. All good.
Yes, all good. And why is there 3?
No, that's just the beginning.
Oh, just okay. So that's the one we're going to use.
Yeah, so just cut them off.
There we go. Okay.
So, to continue, we fold it this way. This. Nice
So-
and straight.
We fold it outwards, and then we go over again. Is that what we do?
And then we fold it this way. And now I guess it would be easy to have a clip here. Guess everybody watching would kind of love to have an assistant like this at hand. Maybe a little bit further. Yeah, and then you can continue.
Shall I continue then? Not that I like.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You were on the roll.
So we're going to
Put it on the lap. That's going to tip as well. Like, everything on the lap.
Yeah, but right. Okay. Let's do this. So I ignore the fact that we do something afterwards, Kim. So we leave it like this for now.
Yeah.
But give me the thread snap so that this doesn't go in the machine. Right. Well, let's go.
We do need our needle threading tool indeed. We should have this at hand next time to thread like the machine needle.
Oh, what a good idea. Why don't we have this? Does it work well for you, the needle threader? We're idiots sometimes, aren't we? Well, you are. Well, no, we are. Alright, okay. The distance is fine. I'll do a little bit.
Okay, it's taken.
what do you call these little thingies again? The walking foot has little
feet hooks.
Feet hooks.
Upper feet hooks.
It took a second to get the corner to come through.
Before you undo that one, put another one in.
Yeah.
How do you do this with a king size quilt? This must be terrible.
Because I've only quilted the outside of this because I was thinking, we'll figure it out as we. Right, the challenge for me is to stop the upper fabric, not to try to run out from the needle. Yeah. We're on again. Oh, yes. I did listen.
Maybe put it a little bit closer and maybe put some more.
That's so much easier than needles. Yes.
Than pins?
Than pins, yes. No. Cool. Next one. Now,
good morning, Teresa. Where are you looking from? Yeah, everybody watching, where are you watching from? We've got another 5 minutes to just go all around, as Mark promised that he would do. We're at pace now, so
I'm speeding up.
Deborah says that it's really bulky with a big quilt, but that it's a lot of fun as well.
Okay, so on the previous, look at the difference.
Yes.
So we had this come through. Maybe at the end we'll have to just do this again.
We'll see if it all folds over nicely.
What I said, can we just leave this as we finish that? Yeah.
If it disappears, it's no problem.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, Peggy is telling us that we are making this harder than it is.
That is not our intention.
We want to impress everybody.
Making this harder than it is. It does feel hard though, so I got even more respect for everybody who is making these massive quilts, who has made many quilts.
We got people from Pennsylvania, from Ohio, from Missouri. Do we have people from Australia on now? Because as we know from previous lives, it's about midnight or even early AM there now. Eastern shore of Virginia.
Virginia, nice. I was there only 2 weeks ago. Maybe we should. Anyway, I'll just go.
We just do that. Indeed.
So, are there any top tips later? Because we are going to, after this, we're going to finish this and then do as per what Richard said. But ultimately, the front, on the back, but the final hand stitching. Any tips, of course, are welcome, so we can have a think before the next episode.
That's true. So, indeed, after this we fold this over, and then at the other side we're going to hand stitch so that our stitches are not visible at the front. So for that hand stitching, we're going to need hand stitching needles. That's definitely different than
Do we have hand stitching needles?
Not in our shop, but I guess Anne has them, no?
Well, that is a thing that is adding to our stress levels as well. Anne is leaving on holidays tomorrow.
Yes.
So we've always done everything ourselves, but sort of the moral support of Anne was very valuable. So we're totally on our own now.
You don't have any process.
No.
Yeah, so Peggy is telling us that rolling the quilt is a good idea that helps controlling the weight. So we're doing good, we're doing good.
We're learning. And sometimes we are even remembering what we're learning.
Our next quilt is going to be a breeze. It's just going to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Here's a quilt.
Which we'll do in 20 years from now,
Yeah.
when this one is finally finished.
Do you hear the sound?
That was a correct sign. Yeah, wasn't it just
That was
music to my ears?
Oh, somebody from Northern Ireland watching. Yeah.
Nice, so it's
What
already
time is there? That's afternoon somewhere.
afternoon. Yeah. Oh, shall I try not to put basting pins under the what is that called again?
The binding.
Binding. So this is not going to work for me, Richard. The terminology is just not going to work for me.
Okay, so we're just going to finish this side. So we're going to be
Just a few minutes and then.
Yeah, and then by next time we'll go all the way around, and the finishing of the machine stitching is something we'll do on Wednesday. We'll just turn one more corner and see what that does. Oh, and somebody else from England. Don't forget your label for the back. What's the label for the back?
The label for the bag.
For the back. For the back.
For the back. Or
is that the back side?
Is that our names, or is that with love from us or something? Would that be? Is that what you mean? That's a good idea.
That's probably a good idea.
If we could make a label and then do we need to embroider a label?
That's our next project. We already got tips. Like people already see us finishing this. That's obvious because we already got tips for our next quilt, which could be a T-shirt quilt. I've seen some nice T-shirt quilts in our quilting group, like the MadamSew quilting group. That's really a nice idea.
It is a nice idea. Now, I'm finding it very hard to focus on any other quilt than this one. To be fair.
Susan also confirms that the sound is perfect. It's also music to her ears, so that's good.
I think I'll put on this. Can we take this down and we'll just play
It should say your name, who you're giving it to, the year you made it.
Okay. Okay.
So,
but we
our name, mom's name,
or just mom.
for mom.
Yeah.
And then the year it was made in. Like to not confuse it with all the other quilts we're going to make and all those other years. Sounds good. I'm starting to hear it as well.
So I don't want to hear anything else, anything different than what
We already get tips on how we can make the label ourselves. So if you get more tips on how to make the label, then we'll definitely just include that. I think it's a great idea to have it. And on the label, it should also say, Deborah says, make sure you put our first quilt on the label.
First quilt, I think. Yeah. But that sort of implies there's going to be a second quilt. I don't want to make any promises.
We should use beeswax on the thread. It will keep help to keep the thread from tangling.
Okay. That is something
We can have that by next time.
Next time we can have it, but now of course.
Lisa has an idea for the label, to Mom with Love. Like that, like that.
I like that as well. That's exactly what we want.
Replying to the comments, by the way, so you see that there's replies coming to whatever comments that are coming in the stream is Ritika. That's our social media manager. She's putting all the different videos and all the different posts on our different social channels, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and all those things. And yeah, she's doing that amazingly well. And just in case you were wondering who's replying, because you obviously don't see us typing, but that's really good.
And she's always so happy that we get lots of help.
Yeah.
Because when she says thank you very much, she really means it. Because she had her doubts when we suggested we were going to do this.
You're almost there, Mark?
Yep. So how far are we? What time is it? Oh, we're running slightly out of time.
It's 9:36.
It's going to stop exactly at 4 inch from the side. And do I then go back a little?
Yes, just do that. There's nothing. Yep. Oh my God.
So, and you're the corner expert. So over to you.
No, just stitch off at an angle. So the needle is down. No, put the needle down. No, but you need to go forward a little bit more because now
we're out. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Put the needle down so that we can turn. Yeah, the foot out.
So at about 45 degrees or so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this might be 47 degrees. And now we'll just continue.
Yeah, but just important to not put your finger underneath.
Okay.
And not clean this too much. Yeah, okay.
But indeed, because it's not on the side anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right. And again.
Yeah. Stop. Okay, that's it.
Done. All right, we're in our next corner. And look at that. Nothing tangled up underneath.
Is there even a stitch?
There is a stitch.
Oh, there's a stitch. That's a good sign that we need to look for it, right?
Yeah, so the black color was a good choice, even though it's going to be hidden. And that's my little boy that just appeared at the window. You can't see him, but he's right there. 10 years old. I think we just better stop it right here.
Okay.
Cool. But I would like to show this.
So this is going to look like this when we turn it around.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the look of the finished coat. And we're going to miter this really beautifully when we're there. But
yes,
now we'll just look at this. So that will be it. What do you think? Hold it.
Like this.
Nice.
All right.
That's a nice finished look, I think.
Oh my God! It's just
We didn't catch the front here.
we didn't catch the front.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do that again. That little piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. We'll check everywhere.
Yeah. So the batting is in there, but the front is not. So there's probably an easy fix for that. But we'll check.
We'll check everywhere carefully. So don't go too close to the edge. That's definitely also a top tip then.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. So by next time, we'll just go around, we'll make sure that we're here, and then on Wednesday, we're going to make sure that we attach both parts together, and
we'll start
doing the hand stitching.
Yeah.
I will be able to do a lot of talking, because that's just like an easy going thing.
All right.
So,
nice.
keep some stories ready for them, so that we have something to talk about while we're on our next live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Hope to see you there. When exactly was that again?
It's Wednesday at 9, same time. So
Okay.
we'll see you then. Bye
See
bye.
you Wednesday.